In previous videos, we've looked at objects, classes, instant and class variables, and we've seen a few methods in those various demonstrations. So in this video, we're going to look a little bit more in depth at methods. So this is our little book class that we've been creating along here, and you'll notice there's 3 different methods declared here. The actual format of declaring these are you have the keyword def, and you have a method name, and then you have the body of the method, which are the actual instructions that make up what the method does, and finally you have the keyword end. So that's a complete method definition right here. Now you'll notice that there's some things here that might strike you as odd if you know about other programming languages. One, probably the biggest one, is there's no return statement. So you're looking at this going, well, it doesn't accept a value, it doesn't set a value really, but what does it do? Well, in Ruby, there's an implicit return at whatever the last statement is executed. So in this case, we have a instance var. That is what is gonna be your return value. So you have this implicit return. You can put in the keyword return if you want to make it clear, but you don't have to because there is that implicit one. Now, down here, we have a little bit different where we actually accept some input into this method. So we have a parameter that is going to be accepted to go ahead and use inside your code here. Again, a little bit strange to your eyes is that there's no declaration of the type of this. It's just you're saying, I'm going to use this. So that's a little bit of an overview of how you actually declare and set up methods. Now, methods are essentially how you get things done with a class. They're the behaviors, if you will, of the class. So if you want to think about a class in these terms, you have properties, which are going to be your instance, and your class variables. And then you're going to have behaviors, which are your methods. And these are some pretty simple methods here. The other thing is that you can return multiple values in Ruby 2 to keep in mind here. So I want to go ahead and show how we use these. And let me actually just exit out of IRB and restart here. So again, we're going to start up our IRB, and we're going to load our little file here. Okay, we have a true, so it found it, and I'm going to go ahead and run one of these methods. So let's first create. I guess we need an object to create. There we go. Now we're going to say get C var. And we've seen this in other videos, but I want to add another method here where I'm going to actually set the C var. Class variable, I should say. Now, since it's a set, I'm going to have something in here like so. And I can just do a reload. I'll just redeclare that. And we'll see it's that. But now let's do let's go ahead and set it up. You see it says, oh, wrong number of arguments. It's looking for a value in there. I'm just going to put a 4 in there for now. Now let's go up and get our CVAR. Oh, I didn't close out my parenthesis there, and it's going to give me an error. I have to restart here, you see here. What I actually ended up doing was, oh, good that you can see that we make mistakes here. Let me get this back to where it was. And then what I did was I didn't put a parenthesis here. I must have forgotten, and it dropped me down in there, and then it got into a state where it wasn't going to come out, and I just had to restart it. So I got my book instant object back again here. So let's do, and this should be our original one. So now we can do set cvar. Let's make sure we get the parenthesis in here this time. There we go. Now if we do bvit get var, it's 4. So let's go ahead and create a new variable for C. So we'll instantiate it. Now let's do a C get C var. Whoa, you see that? That's why it's a class variable. It's true against all those classes. Now in other videos we saw how the instance variable was specific to each object here, but you can see now in that little demonstration that it's true across all of them. So that's a little bit about methods and how they work inside of Ruby, and you'll be seeing many more methods in the other demonstrations as we go along here.